If anybody put these things on their bingo cards today, go out and purchase Powerball tickets. We had a motion to dismiss charges. We had a judge step down from her bench and put on gloves to examine evidence. We had one of the prosecutors quit in the middle of the day, a prosecutor that had to testify, and then we had the dismissal of all charges with prejudice, so Alec Baldwin is free and clear. Welcome to the Roundup, True Crime with Mike. Here I give you an update to current cases so you can quickly catch up on today's or this week's happenings on some public cases. This was day 3 and the final day of the Alec Baldwin trial. We expected fireworks today, but nobody expected these fireworks or the grand finale. I was attending True Crime Podcast here in Denver, so I didn't get to watch all of today, but here's what I understand happened. Please add more comment if necessary. Let's start from the beginning. When we started today, we thought we would get the continuation of the testimony from the lead detective Hancock, but instead we were hearing a motion to dismiss the charges by the defense. They argued that they did not get the report or a chance to test the bullets that could have been similar to the live rounds. They said that this was Brady evidence and Giglio evidence because they can impeach Popple's and Hancock's testimonies with this evidence. So stepping back, we talked a bit yesterday about a Good Samaritan who brought these bullets to the Santa Fe Police Department. The Good Samaritan was a friend of Hannah Gutierrez Reed's dad. He said that some of the bullets were from Seth Kenny's warehouse and that they matched the bullets that were found that had the live rounds. Today we learned his name was Teskey. Teskey turned over the bullets to the investigators and thought that they would test them. However, the bullets never had any testing that was done, and there was a supplemental report under a different case number that was written about the bullets. The prosecution made the argument through the day that these bullets did not match the other ones, and there was no reason to test these. So Judge Summer asked that the bullets be brought up to her. She called in the jury and told them that something came up and that they would recess all day and come back Monday morning. Nobody would expect that they wouldn't be needed anymore. Once the bullets were retrieved, Judge Summer got off her bench, put on some gloves, and opened up the bag and looked at the bullets. Popple was still under oath, and the judge asked her some questions and admonished Morrissey to let Popple answer the questions. Then Popple got back on the stand and was asked by the defense if these bullets matched the live rounds found on the set. Popple said she couldn't match the bullets without further testing, but no further testing was done. Popple said she wrote a report using a different case number and that no further testing was done. Over the course of the next few hours, there was testimony from Hancock and Popple. They described meeting with Teskey and that he handed over the bullets. They also said that there was a partial body cam footage of the meeting that was never turned over. In another strange twist of events, an assistant prosecutor quit her job in the middle because of the office not turning over the evidence. Morrissey tried to save things by going under oath and trying to make the case that these bullets didn't match the live ones found on the set. She tried to say that they didn't turn over all of this because it wasn't exculpatory and they didn't need to. But bullets that are similar to the ones found on the set are, and they met the different prongs of Brady. Judge Summer then dismissed the charges with prejudice, and Alec Baldwin is free, and because it's with prejudice, he can't be charged again. The people that argued for Baldwin's guilt would argue that it doesn't matter how the live bullets got to the set, because Baldwin was never accused of bringing the live ammo on set. But the bias of the cops and what looks like they didn't want the truth was enough to convince the judge. The other side will say that this was always a political case, and the state went after Baldwin just because of his stature and that he was not seen as a nice guy. Questions still remain. Will this have any effect on any appeals that Hannah Gutierrez and her lawyers will bring forth? Can Baldwin sue Santa Fe for malicious prosecution? What is the status of any civil suits for wrongful death? What will happen to Morrissey and any of the other prosecutors in this case? Thank you for listening to the parts I put together for this case. It looks like I will have an unexpected break in trial coverage. So until the next case. Thank you for listening to an episode of The Roundup. Be safe out there, and remember, don't do anything bad that will end up on one of my episodes.